I think I was wrong. Welcome back everybody, welcome to a new video on the channel, and welcome to the VW ID4. This is a car that I used in yesterday's video actually, and I said that it was pretty much crap. Which it is. Overall, it's pretty much crap. I decided to detune it back down into D-Class again, because I want to take another look at this thing. In D-Class, we have a bunch of races that, well, just in general, we have a bunch of races that are really, really short, and with lots of corners. And I was thinking to myself, can this thing be really good for those type of tracks? Obviously something that doesn't require a lot of speed, right? Like a really high top speed. Plus in D-Class cars accelerate very slowly. So this being a car that accelerates very, very quickly because it's got 1000 horsepower. Can we get this thing to be useful for really, really tiny, tight tracks? So that's what we're going to do for today's video. I want to try and use it for that. I want to try and see if I can make this car kind of redeem itself. Even though it's crap. Like, it is just genuinely bad. Handling-wise, off-road especially, it's really, really good. Overall, everything else, it's really heavy. It makes the power, but you can't use it. And it's useless for any sort of long tracks. So for something really, really tight and really small, can this thing be actually useful? Because it gets to like that 80 whatever miles an hour very, very quickly. So I went on the Rally Adventure Rivals yesterday, and I was just messing around. I was like, let's try to do something here. And I went onto this track here, and I was like, you know, let's try and give it a shot. And I did one run with it, okay? And this was my time. I put myself top 5 on this little list here for these guys. I can't go faster. I can't go faster than top 5. Maybe like top 4 I can do. But it's really, really difficult to get anything higher because I can see where this thing is kind of struggling, especially compared to the guy at the very top of the leaderboard. But it's funny that I squeezed myself in the top 5 here on this thing. So what I was thinking, maybe we can go on another track, something else, and set a bit of a run, a bit of a lap, or whatever, on some of these events. There's nothing really else that we can really try. We can maybe do some of these really tight. See, these was, for example, like here. I don't think driving on the actual road is good, but driving off-road, this thing actually has quite a lot of grip. Again, this one, we could try this one. I've never done this one before. I'm gonna guess the thing is the same. The car is pretty much the exact same at the top, which is the Sierra. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, let's do this. Let's try it out. Also, welcome back everybody to the channel. Welcome all the new people. I don't think I've said that yet in today's video, but let's just test this thing out there and see if we're all right about this. So, as crap as it is it actually slightly useful for doing some of these events? Like, even if you, let's say you don't want to use the Sierra, right? Just for whatever random reason. Maybe you don't want to hit a world record. Maybe you just want to have something different to use. This could actually be a very viable option to use, this ID4. Which is very, very weird. Let's try it out anyway. And see. I'm gonna start off on the road. I just love the acceleration of this thing. What are we looking at for things here? Sim steering is still the same. Everything's pretty much still the same. The only thing I've changed actually is I took off launch control because this thing actually accelerates quicker without launch control. So I'd rather have it spin its wheels like that fully. Instead, see here, I wonder if it'd be good to go manual with clutch. Wait, I'm gonna try that actually. So when you're going down that hill, what if I just press my clutch in and I just let it roll downhill? Genius. I'm a genius. Imagine if this actually works. Oh wait, I'm stupid. Shifting, manual with clutch. Let's see if this actually works. Let's see if this works. Okay, we do this, and then we have our speed. No, it actually slows down this resistance? Wow. Well, that's a bit dumb. It doesn't really matter anyway. I will just accelerate, I guess. There's no gears in this anyway, so it doesn't really matter with the clutch. But, you know, I thought, you know, going downhill that we'd have no actual top speed at that point because we're pressing our clutch in, right? So it'll just be rolling down the mountain and or whatever, rolling down the hill in neutral. There you go. I feel like this video is going to be very, very silent. I also got rid of the car sound in this because it's just super annoying. It's got that really, really annoying engine sound that it's just whistles behind, like the car just whistles. It doesn't even like sound like anything. It doesn't just accelerate. It makes like a noise. It just whistles in your ear, and it's the most annoying thing in the world. So I got rid of that yesterday when I was playing with this thing. But like I said, as you can see, this thing is an absolute beast off-road. Like, grip-wise, it's very, very good. Again, the only thing that kind of is holding it back is the stop speed. But at least it gets to your stop speed very quickly. For a lot of these, you can just go flat out in. Oh, maybe not that one. Yeah, fantastic stuff. Much better this time around. Have to eat the wall. It's so silent going around these corners. It's just the funniest thing ever. Because it's so tall as well, it's lifted off the ground and it's quite heavy. It actually doesn't really get slowed down by the water. You just go through it. So some of these trails on this rally expansion are actually kind of alright for this car. Weirdly enough. Okay. I'm not really like comparing my time to this guy's time because this guy is just, I think, at the bottom of the leaderboard here with his run. It's also flag time as well, so it's not even like comparable to the guys at the top of the leaderboards. The only thing is, again, for some of these, since my top speed is this, I am going to end up struggling to keep up with the Sierras, I think, for some of the things. And also the really, really tight corners, I mean, they're fine. It's just my acceleration out of the corners is much better than the Sierras, for example. So here's where I'm going to be like struggling, because my top speed is done. Like, I'm just stuck here now. I just have to endure this at the very end. I really want to see what sort of time I got here. I'm going to say like top 15 maybe. I don't even know. I wasn't really paying attention to what sort of times everybody else got. So we'll see now where I am in the world. But there you go. That's pretty much why I was kind of wrong about this car. I mean, it's still not great, but I think for some events it could be very good. I also tried it on the Caldera Scramble on the main map. It's too heavy for that. It's too heavy. I mean, it's cool and all. Like, it still goes around the track quite quickly, but it's definitely not like a top tier car around the track. Definitely not. Right, cool. Let's collect my reward and let's have a quick little look at where I'm on the leaderboards. Maybe go again if I really need to, but let's just have a quick little look. I'm definitely not first because there's someone else there that's ahead of me. He's 1.7 seconds ahead of me though. I'm fourth. I'm telling you, boys. I'm telling you, there is something interesting about this car. It's still no Sierra. If you're trying to go for leaderboards, the Sierra is still up there, as you can see, but I managed to squeeze it to 4th place with my very first attempt. See what I mean? Like, it's just a funny car to use for that. See, this one I feel like you're gonna need something fast for it, because it just doesn't have any corners. I actually really want to see on this one, right, how bad this thing is, because I don't know if the Scout is even gonna be good for this specific track. Yeah. Oh, sorry, not the Scout, the Sierra. The Scout is gonna be good for this track, which I'm right, because it just doesn't have a lot of corners. That is very, very interesting. The Scout is basically this car, but better, pretty much, because you can actually have gears in it, and you can still keep it in D-Class. But, yeah. Anyway, should I try this one? Tres Colinas one? I don't think I've done this one before. Should I select anyone at the very top of the leaderboard? Peel Trident. Okay, we'll just go. We'll go in it. I think we're aiming for the same sort of time. About if I get like 3 minutes into this thing, I think I'm good. Alright, let's try it out again. It's just funny. Alright, send it. See what happens. send it and see what happens. Still have yet to try this thing on the road. I don't know if you can you put like slick tires on this thing and send it out on the road? I assume you probably can, right? Again, the water just doesn't slow you down. This is a much easier track to drive on, I think. Again, when you're in the corners, it's like just be smooth with your throttle, and then as soon as you see a straight line, as soon as you're coming out of the corners, just floor it. This thing just goes. Uphill part of tracks as well just don't seem to care. Or like the car doesn't seem to care about them. It drops like 2 miles an hour and then goes back up again. Again here, just kind of be smooth on your throttle and then straight line, forward. Just so quickly it gets up to speed again is just funny. Even though speed is capped. If you just don't pay attention to the speed just staying at 80 miles an hour or whatever, 84 miles an hour, you think this is a really, really good car. I think they would have made this so OP. Like, this would have been the Scout replacement, I think, if they actually gave this thing a gearbox. If you were able to actually just change gears on this thing, like actually have like a proper gearbox in it, I think the Scout would have been done for. The Scout is hella OP in this game, man. Such a good car. I mentioned it before in one of my previous videos where I was talking about the best cars in the game. There are specific things, and Scout is one of them. The Scout is an unbelievably good car. Again, this is what the Scout kind of really compares to, is this ID4, or whatever, the other way around. The ID4 kind of compares to the Scout. This is kind of what its rival is, but the thing is, again, is its lack of top speed with this ID4 is the issue, because everything else, if you build it properly, it's a really good car. I think it could probably even give the Scout a little bit of a run for its money. Definitely comparable, if you just don't pay attention to that speed at the bottom right. It's having 1100 horsepower at 1700 newton meters of torque in a car in D class is pretty ridiculous. There you go. That's pretty much what I said. Give me 3 minutes and it's fine. So 3:01. I definitely can go faster than that because some of the corners I don't know what I was doing, but there's a 3-minute run. Very first attempt. Where does that put me in the world? Alright then. One final look at this thing. Let's see what's going on. 4th again. This ID4 likes to be in 4th place, I guess. I don't know what to say. Why is it 4th again? My first attempt. Oh, for God's sake. Well, okay. That's it. That is it for the ID4. Thank you for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed today's video on me kind of backtracking a little bit on what I said about this thing. There's only like 2 videos I think that I've ever made on the channel where I was like, guys, I'm wrong about this car, right? And this is one of them. This is definitely one of them. It's not completely an L, but it is a bit of an L just because of the cap top speed. I think they would have made this thing such an interesting car if they just... If the top speed was like higher. If the top speed of this thing was 120 miles an hour instead of the 80 miles an hour, my god, this would have been like... I think this would be at the top of the leaderboards. I genuinely think that this would be at the top of the leaderboards a lot, especially on the rally expansion, 100%. But yeah, anyway, that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you want to see more videos like this on the channel, then of course subscribe, like this video as well if you enjoyed it, and show your support, and I'll do all that. But yeah, that's it. Again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.